Hello and what is up guys, Jack here from Aceval Gaming HD and this is episode 3 of the top 10 series on FIFA 14 Ultimate Team. This episode is going to be on the top 10 strongest players in FIFA 14 Ultimate Team. If you missed the first couple of episodes, make sure you do check the series playlist, and if you have any other stats that you'd like me to do a top 10 on, make sure you leave that in the comments section as well. Before I get into this video, I just want to say a quick shout out to the Foot Shop for sponsoring this video. They are a cheap and reliable source to get your Ultimate Team coins from. Don't forget, you can also sell your Ultimate Team coins to them as well. You can also use the discount code ZEKE, Z-E-K-E, to get further money off any purchases. All relative links will be in the description, of course. Anyway, let's get into this video, starting off with the rules, because I've seen a couple of YouTubers already make this video on the strongest players in Ultimate Team, but they haven't exactly done it right, or they haven't done it to the way that I would do it, so that's why mine is a little bit different. So to work out who the strongest players are, you're obviously going to take the strength stat first, but what do you do if you've got, say, someone with exactly the same strength as someone else? So what I do is I pick whoever has the highest aggression, just simply because strength and aggression relates to each other. It just makes the player feel a lot stronger on the ball, and even if you're tackling someone, if they've got higher aggression, they're going to get the ball off them a lot easier with higher aggression. So that's how I'm going to work it out. So getting started with this order, in at the number 10 spot we have the Konate, I think that's how you pronounce his name, a bronze centre back from the second French league. He has 94 strength and 59 aggression, but to be honest, he doesn't look like much of a player. I'm definitely not going to go for him. I'm not going to try and fit him in the team. His strength is his only good stat. Anyway, moving into the number 9 spot we have Miguel Aceval, I think that's how you pronounce his name. He has 94 strength and 70 aggression, and as you may have noticed, I'm not sure if it's quite obvious or not, but I've put my own logo on this card for him because currently at the moment there isn't a card with his team club on it, so it's like a blank space at the moment for any of the cards out there on the internet, so I've had to put my own logo on there. Apart from that, he doesn't look too bad. Well, he doesn't look too bad. Obviously his pace does let him down, as most of the players do in this top 10. Moving into the number 8 spot, we do have Bony from Swansea City with 94 strength and 70 aggression, so exactly the same stats as the previous player Aceval. The reason I put Bony first is because he is a higher rated player overall on FIFA 14 Ultimate Team. That's really the only reason I have, but he does have a lot more pace and stuff like that, so I guess from your point of view as well, you'd probably agree with me that he should be above the other players. So moving into the 7th spot, we have Emana, a Cameroon player whose stats are currently very, they're not quite full at the moment. Like, you can't see his position, he doesn't have a picture on his card, so I've had to make my own picture and position, and I've gone for the cam position because I've done a little bit of research, and that's where I think he is likely to play, although once this game's fully out, you might be watching this game when it's fully out and he might be a different position, so you'll have to bear with me on that one, but it should be in the midfield area anyway. Emana has got 94 strength and 74 aggression, and to be honest, he doesn't look like a bad player. Although his stats suit more of the CDM role, that's where I'd play him anyway. Even if he was a cam, I'd try to move him to the CDM role. Moving into the 6th spot, a very funny looking geezer who goes by the name of Mustafa Sall, and I've seen a few comments say he does look like an orc from Lord of the Rings, which is, I think that's a very good shout actually. He does look, when I looked at him I was like, what does he look like? And then I've seen a comment say he looks like an orc, and it was just bang on. But he does have 94 strength and 83 aggression, and those stats they're pretty good for a centre back. It's just obviously a shame about his pace. It just doesn't match up, and it doesn't go very well with a centre back. Anyway, halfway there now, moving into the number 5 spot, we have Daniel van der Buyten from Bayern Munich with 94 strength and 88 aggression. Again, very nice stats there, but the pace, I mean, what the hell? It's like he's a granddad. 29 pace, I mean, that's slow. I mean, that's unusable slow. Anyway, in at number 4 spot, we have Nahuelpan. Obviously that's probably not how you pronounce it. It is an Argentine from the Mexican league, and he is a striker, so Argentinian names are sometimes quite hard to pronounce, but he has 94 strength and 90 aggression, and looking at his stats, he could be worth trying out because he does have high work rates, which means high defensive and high attacking, and they're quite hard to come across for a silver striker. He also does have 80 shot power and is left footed, so because he's left footed it will catch a few people out, so it might be worth using at the start of the game when people don't abuse abuse pace so much. So yeah, have a look out for him. He might be worth a try because he'd be very cheap as well. Anyway, moving up to number 3 spot, we have a funny name person. Well, I find it funny anyway. His name is George Ekokobi, and what I mean by funny is just when I say his name, I just think of someone standing across from him saying, "Hello, Kobe," like something, something like that. Just saying hello, and just his name's actually Kobe or something. But yeah, it's a really bad joke, but I find it funny anyway. He has 95 strength and 88 aggression, which is great as a centre back, but as a left back, his pace will not keep up with any wingers, I'm afraid. So I probably won't be using him in FIFA 14. Moving into the number 2 spot, we have Felipe Baloy with 96 strength and 84 aggression, and to be honest, he looks very good. He has 73 sprint speed in his in-game stats. Sorry, he does have low acceleration. I can't remember exactly what it is, but he's actually very decent. He looks very decent, and I'm maybe going to try and fit him into a hybrid if I can, which is going to be hard because of his nationality in league, but it'd be worth a shot anyway. Okay, moving into the first position of this top 10, we have the tank himself. I'm sure you guys already know who it is, but it's Akinfenwa, who plays for Gillingham and is huge. I mean, just search him on YouTube or even Google images or something like that, and you'll see he's a very, very bulky person, which obviously has its downsides. He only has 45 pace, but that's to be expected because you'll know how harsh EA can be with pace. Anyway, guys, I'd like to see what your guys' opinion is on this video, and if you'd buy any of these players for FIFA 14 Ultimate Team for your team, and which ones you'd go for. So personally, I'd probably go for Baloy, Bony, and possibly Emana as well, because his stats look pretty decent. And obviously, if you're a KSI fanboy, you're going to go for the number 1 spot, Akinfenwa. But if there's any other players that you think are really, really strong, maybe not in this list, that you're going to use in your in a team dedicated to strength, then let me know in the comment section below. Also, let me know any other top 10s you'd like me to do for this series. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching and listening. If you can remember to hit that like button, that would be absolutely fantastic. It does help out my channel a lot, and obviously subscribing to the channel helps out even more, especially if you like these kinds of videos. I definitely recommend subscribing because I'm going to do at least 20 plus top 10 videos over the course of FIFA 14. Anyway, guys, I'll see you later. Thanks for listening, and I'll catch you later. Bye. He has 87 shot power, which puts him above Van der Vaart for the 8th spot. For a silver, those stats are very, very good. Again, just like most players in this top 10 video, pace does let him down, though. That is the main problem for these players. Moving into the 7th spot, we have Rasmus Elm with 88 accuracy, 87 curve and 85 shot power, and he is the only non-rare player in this top 10, which is pretty unique.